It's November 27th. We are in a spot this afternoon that we've never hunted. We actually got down out of the tree a little early this morning because it was extremely windy, like 20 plus. So we got down, did some driving around to check out some other pieces, and we spotted a group of deer out in this cornfield. And there was two for sure, big bucks. It's kind of tucked way back in. There's like literally one spot from the road you can see it. We just happened to stop up there and glass it. And sure enough, there's two good bucks out here. So we hung right on this tree line. Wind's coming right in our face. We're kind of cheating it with the decoy. We're hoping that we can pull it off. But if they end up circling behind us, we're kind of playing this brush pile behind us. If they do end up circling, I'm hoping I can shoot them before they get me. But the wind's still blowing pretty decent, but it's gonna die down before dark. These deer should move, and they were out here at like 9:15 this morning, right out in the middle of this field. So I've gotta believe that they're gonna come back out on this field tonight, and we should have a good opportunity at calling them into the decoy. It's about 4:15. We just caught a good buck, popped out of this timber, and he was just walking the edge, heading north. I rattled at him a little bit, but you could tell that he had his eye on something in the timber. I don't know if there's a doe in there or a buck, but he got down the edge probably 40, 50 yards, and then we caught a glimpse of another deer. I couldn't tell if it was a doe or a buck running around. Then he ran in there chasing it, so I'm assuming it was a doe. We had another little buck pop out of the timber when I rattled right on the other side of this cornfield, but it's good to see. We still got about an hour and 15 minutes before dark. I got a feeling that we get a hot doe on this field, it could get interesting. Come on, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Another doe. There's a buck coming out. That's a good buck. Two more bucks coming. The bigger one's in the woods, but that first one ain't bad either. You see the big one back in the timber. That's the one we seen earlier. We've got about, well, for sure 3 does this way. We've got like 5 does over here and 4 bucks on the field. 2 of them are shooters. They're kind of just all out feeding, and the bucks are kind of just walking each other off. We're just gonna wait and see. We still got probably an hour. Ooh, there's a big well, there's a jumbo. You could probably see him if you turn your head. He's up on the edge of the woods by those cedar trees. He's pushing a fawn. Correction, we've got 3 shooters in the field. Just be careful, he's looking this way. That's a mature deer. You see him? He's bigger than these other 2. The wide one's making a move. Sure you want to do that, buddy? It's gonna come around. Get out of mud.
Hey guys, welcome back to another First Light in the Field. We are now on the back half of the season. Obviously, temperatures are getting colder. We're hunting in places where it's getting much colder, sub-zero temperatures. Just wanted to talk to you about the Uncompadre Puffy Pants. These are a extremely packable, lightweight piece that keep you extremely warm. They got 100 grams of insulation in them, and they pack down super small. And I can actually put these on where I wear them on top of my furnace and underneath my sawbucks. And once I move out of the sawbucks into either Solitude or Sanctuary, these are just perfect. You slip them on. They've got an elastic waistband, which is nice because typically you got other layers underneath. Put on the holiday weight like me, they still fit good. So check out the Uncompadre pants over at firstlight.com. Awesome piece for late season hunting. Well, we had a pretty eventful evening. Seen a lot of deer tonight. Probably 4 times as many deer as we've seen in the last week. And seen 3 different shooters, and ended up getting a shot at one, as you guys seen. It was probably about 10 after 5, 25 minutes before legal shooting time. And initially I felt really good on the shot, and the deer ran out in the field and just stood there for probably 30 minutes. Never, like, he got to about 120 yards and just stood there for a long time, kind of hunched up, tail tucked, and I'm like super confused because I thought I hit him good, but he wouldn't go down, and it ended up getting dark on us, and we filmed him as long as we could and glassed him, and under the moonlight pretty much glassing him, and he did finally, we seen him lay down, but from what we could tell, he still had his head up. We went back and kind of just looked at the footage on the viewfinder, and shot's a little further back than I thought, thinking I hit him in the liver, but we stayed in the tree. It's 7:30 now. We just got out of the tree probably 15 minutes ago, so we stayed in the tree probably 2 hours after the shot, waited for it to get really good and dark, and snuck out of there. We're gonna head back, throw it on the big screen, see if we can figure anything else out, but we're for sure gonna give him 8 hours, if not give him till morning. I haven't decided yet.
Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been 8 hours since I shot that buck. After watching the footage back and seeing what we seen from the tree, I'm pretty confident it was a liver hit, a little further back than I would have liked. We watched the deer for almost an hour and a half after the shot out in the field. He bedded down, and he wasn't doing good, but we waited till well after dark, got down and snuck out of here. Gave him plenty of time. I think 8 hours is hopefully enough. We're just gonna creep down the blood trail, and hopefully he's piled up in the field. We just got to where I shot him, and we've got blood already, so we're just gonna take our time, follow the blood trail, keep shining the lights out in front of us, and hopefully we find this deer. Starting to feel pretty sick, starting to think we should just come back when it's light. We've probably trailed this deer. I mean, if you look at it on Onyx, it feels like we trailed him 500-600 yards, but realistically we've probably only went like 350. He got off the field and followed the cover, and I think he was trying to get back to where we first seen him today. shot for JP, my eyes were starting to go crazy looking for blood. We got in this short grass, and it was tough. JP's down on all fours crawling around, and he pretty much saved the day. We just walked up on him. Thanks, buddy. Before we go any further, huge shout out to JP. He's been rolling with me all fall. Him and I have been going since the season started in North Dakota back in September. And this week's been miserable for him. He's fighting a head cold. He's been all plugged up, pumping full of NyQuil every night, shooting shit up his nose, and doesn't complain a bit. This buck and every buck him and I kill together is a team effort. I'm just glad we found this deer. That's a sweet deer. I almost thought I was getting away from having to get a head mount until I just picked his head up. He's got a little kicker out the back here too.
Here he is, my 2022 Kansas public land archery buck. I was lucky enough to draw a tag here in Kansas for the second year in a row. I was excited to get back down here and hunt public. I'm in the same general area that I hunted last year. JP and I came down last year, and we probably hunted for, I'm going to say around 15 days last year in 2 different trips, both of them in November. And we learned a lot. Kind of figured it out towards the end that what we wanted to do this year was kind of get in these wide open areas, use the decoy, and call these bucks. It seems like these Kansas whitetails are just wired different. They're aggressive. They come to the call, unlike a lot of other places that we hunt. Having grown up in Wisconsin, having hardly any luck banging the antlers together, it's fun to come to Kansas and get a deer to respond to the antlers. And we've been running around. I think this is probably day 7, 6 or 7 for us on this trip. We got here a little later than we did last year, but we shot him last night on the 27th, and it's now the 28th, about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. We finally recovered him. As you can see, my shot was a touch back. I hit him right behind the crease, but he had his leg back, so I thought it was better than what it was. He probably ended up going 300 to 400 yards, I'm guessing. And huge shout out to JP. He hangs with me all fall. He had a big part in staying on the blood on this deer. It got pretty spotty there for a while, but just proud to put my tag on him. Proud to notch this Kansas tag, and we still got another month and a half of season left and some more tags to fill, and it's been one hell of a season. I think I got a hell of a guardian angel looking down on me, and pretty proud of this deer.